You might be surprised to learn that even a small daily habit, like drinking the wrong type of milk, can quietly increase the risk of chronic inflammation, osteoporosis, high blood pressure, and even cognitive decline, especially for those over 65 years old. According to a recent study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, some types of milk that seem healthy can actually do more harm than good for older adults. Certain common varieties may cause fatigue, digestive disorders, and carry hidden risks of aging-related diseases. The good news is, by simply making one smart choice every day, you can noticeably improve your sleep, digestion, cardiovascular health, and even memory. In today's video, we'll reveal 3 types of milk that seniors should avoid no matter how familiar or easy to drink they seem. And we'll also introduce 3 alternative types of milk recommended by experts, which are not only safer but also nutrient-rich and better suited for aging bodies. Watch until the end of the video, and you'll discover a special kind of milk that few people know about, but according to scientists, may slow down cellular aging in older adults. Let's get started. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any useful health tips. If you find this video valuable, leave a 0 in the comments. If not, type 1. So we know and can improve our content for you. The 3 types of milk people over 65 should avoid are sweetened condensed milk, the sweet trap that deceives your brain and body. There is something irresistibly tempting about sweetened condensed milk. For many elderly people, that flavor evokes a world of memories, from a spoonful in the morning coffee, drizzled over warm desserts, to traditional recipes passed down through generations. Condensed milk is always creamy, rich, sweet, and familiar. Yet behind that attractive appearance lies an alarming truth. Especially for an aging body, this type of milk becomes a burden because it contains a highly concentrated amount of sugar, far exceeding the natural processing ability of the body in old age. In fact, sweetened condensed milk is nothing more than a cleverly disguised sugar bomb. Just 1 small tablespoon contains about 10 grams of added sugar, and most of us consume much more without a second thought. With its high glycemic index, this milk causes blood sugar to spike, putting tremendous pressure on the pancreas. For elderly people who already struggle to stabilize glucose, this is a major factor increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes or worsening existing conditions. The negative effects of condensed milk do not stop at blood sugar levels. It also dangerously fuels silent, widespread inflammation throughout the body, weakens the immune system, affects mental clarity, and accelerates cellular aging from within. Particularly, frequent sugar consumption, especially in concentrated forms like condensed milk, is closely linked to neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and memory decline. It is no coincidence that many scientists today call Alzheimer's type 3 diabetes, as insulin resistance plays a crucial role in the brain's functional decline. Every time you add a spoonful of condensed milk to your tea or coffee, it's not just a moment of sweet enjoyment, it's a silent blow to your memory, alertness, and long-term quality of life. You might notice it in small ways: forgetting where you put your glasses, struggling to find words in conversation, feeling mentally foggy. These seemingly age-related signs could actually be early symptoms of cognitive decline caused by high sugar levels silently damaging your neurons. It's not just the brain, your digestive system has to struggle too. With its thick, creamy, hard-to-digest texture, condensed milk easily causes bloating, gas, and fatigue. Instead of feeling light, many feel heavy, lethargic, and lose the agility they should still have at this age. And there's one more victim: the heart. Sugar is clearly linked to arterial stiffness, increased triglycerides, and widespread inflammatory damage. When combined with common risk factors in the elderly like high blood pressure or high cholesterol, this becomes the recipe for a health storm you definitely want to avoid. Sweetened condensed milk may be a simple pleasure, but over time, the price you pay is your memory, blood circulation, blood sugar control, and precious quality of life. It is one of those foods where the more you consume, the more you lose. If you're still watching and find this content helpful, please leave a 1 in the comments to let me know you're with me. Now, let's move on to the next part: whole milk, the sweet deceiver. At first glance, whole milk seems like the most natural and nutritious choice, especially for those who grew up drinking a glass of milk at breakfast. For many older adults, it brings back warm days and cherished unforgettable memories. However, behind its smooth texture and pleasant flavor lies a silent threat that gradually erodes health in ways we often don't notice until it's too late. Whole milk contains a high amount of saturated fat, over 4.5 grams per 240 ml cup. For younger people, this may not be too concerning, but for those over 65, the consequences can be serious. As we age, metabolism slows, arteries stiffen, and the heart works harder to maintain normal function. Add daily intake of saturated fat, and the body is prone to increasing LDL cholesterol, bad cholesterol, that clogs arteries, leading to stroke, heart attacks, and silent high blood pressure. These diseases often come unexpectedly, without warning. What is the cost? According to a large study from Harvard University, elderly people who regularly drink whole milk have an 18% higher risk of cardiovascular diseases, no small number. A clear warning bell for your heart. The signs are subtle shortness of breath when walking, mild chest tightness, or unexplained fatigue. But these are not just signs of aging. They are warnings that your heart is struggling to cope. Whole milk doesn't only affect the heart. It is also high in calories. Frequent consumption can quietly contribute to weight gain. For older adults who already face difficulties with movement and muscle loss, excess weight becomes a burden, increasing pressure on joints, raising the risk of insulin resistance, and gradually impacting independence. Especially for those managing type 2 diabetes or in the early stages of kidney disease, the fat content in whole milk is no longer comforting, it becomes a risk factor for complications. Moreover, many older adults experience bloating, indigestion, or stomach discomfort after drinking milk but fail to recognize the cause. This may be a sign of lactose intolerance, which becomes more common with age. The morning glass of milk you thought was healthy could actually leave you feeling tired, silently weakening your digestive system. Therefore, although whole milk looks harmless in the fridge, its daily impact on the body is far from gentle. But the issue isn't about giving up comfort. It's about redefining comfort to suit the changing needs of your body. The next type of milk on the list might surprise you, as almost every household has it, especially among older adults. But it contains a hidden sugar bomb waiting to wreck your blood sugar and affect your brain. So what better alternative is there when you still want to enjoy something creamy and smooth without falling into the sugar trap? Surprisingly, the next milk seems healthy, plant-based, and light, but it carries a hidden risk few know about, especially for your bone and kidney health. Let's find out more. Rice milk, a weak link in the diet of older adults. At first glance, rice milk appears gentle, easy to digest, and derived from a natural plant source. Many elderly people choose this type of milk, especially if they are lactose intolerant or have digestive issues with cow's milk. Rice milk is often known as mild, natural, and even heart-healthy. However, behind this healthy image lies silent dangers, making it one of the least suitable choices for those over 65. Rice milk is mainly made from ground white rice and water-simple ingredients, yet poor in nutrition. It lacks essential nutrients that older adults need to maintain health, such as protein, healthy fats, and a balanced array of vitamins and minerals. In fact, rice milk contains very little or almost no protein, usually less than 1 gram per serving. For people over 60, this is a serious issue. At this age, muscle loss occurs more rapidly. If the diet is deficient in protein, the body breaks down lean muscle faster than it can rebuild, leading to decreased strength, slower mobility, and a higher risk of fall stemming from the silent decline caused by what seems like an innocent morning glass of milk. However, the greater danger of rice milk lies beneath the surface. Unlike many other plant-based milks, rice milk contains inorganic arsenic, a naturally toxic element absorbed by rice plants from the soil. This is particularly concerning for older adults, whose detoxification capacity has declined compared to earlier years. Long-term exposure to inorganic arsenic, even in small amounts, has been linked to kidney and liver problems, as well as increased risk of skin, lung, and bladder cancers. A daily glass of rice milk is not just nutritionally lacking, it may also quietly weaken your health. The cumulative damage builds over time, and you might not notice it immediately. But if you are facing brittle bones, reduced kidney function, or unexplained fatigue, rice milk could be a contributing factor. Additionally, rice milk usually has a high glycemic index, GI, meaning it raises blood sugar rapidly despite containing no animal milk. with nearly 50% of older adults living with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. This can cause dangerous fluctuations in energy, cognition, and metabolic health. Rice milk acts like empty calories burned quickly, unstable, and not filling. Worse yet, many rice milk brands add sugar, increasing the risk of blood sugar spikes while providing no fiber to counteract these effects. In summary, although rice milk seems gentle and neutral, it is the least nutritious choice for older adults. It supplies too few necessary nutrients and carries many harmful factors that should be avoided. However, don't worry, there are much better alternatives. Next, we will explore 3 substitute milks that not only nourish bones, heart, and brain, but also help repair the silent damage accumulated over many years. Among them, one type has even been proven to improve memory, support digestion, and enhance sleep quality, all from just 1 glass a day. Let's take a closer look. Unsweetened almond milk. Good for the body, excellent for the heart. As we grow older, our nutritional needs become more refined, less about indulgence, more about purposeful nourishment. We begin to realize that what we put into our bodies can either sustain our vitality or silently drain that precious energy. In the diverse world of milk alternatives, very few options are both gentle and deeply beneficial, like unsweetened almond milk. At first, almond milk may seem simple and unremarkable, but that is its subtle beauty. Behind its smooth texture lies a quiet strength that supports the body in the most essential areas: the heart, bones, and brain. For older adults, who must balance medication, digestion, blood pressure, and weight daily, almond milk offers a rare combination. Nutrition that is light, flavor without added sugar, support without pressure. The first thing to know is that unsweetened almond milk is very heart-friendly. It contains no cholesterol, almost no saturated fat, and instead is rich in monounsaturated fats, a type of fat widely researched and proven to reduce bad cholesterol, LDL, and improve cardiovascular health. For elderly people living with high blood pressure or a history of heart disease, this is a milk that does no harm but quietly brings many valuable benefits. However, the benefits of almond milk don't stop at the heart. One strength that is less often mentioned is its vitamin E content, a powerful antioxidant that protects cells, especially brain cells. Vitamin E has been shown to slow cognitive decline and protect against oxidative stress, which is crucial for maintaining mental clarity, memory, and alertness as we age. Unlike cow's milk, almond milk contains no lactose, making it an ideal choice for older adults who often suffer from bloating, gas, or indigestion after drinking cow's milk. It is very easy to digest and can be enjoyed on its own, with oatmeal, blended into smoothies, or stirred into morning coffee without causing digestive discomfort. Moreover, unsweetened almond milk is very low in calories, only about 30 to 40 calories per cup. In a phase of life where weight management becomes increasingly difficult, every calorie counts. Choosing almond milk helps nourish the body without fear of weight gain or metabolic stress. It is a gentle milk with a powerful impact, subtle yet mighty. For those who prefer sweetness, flavored or sweetened almond milk might be tempting. However, the true benefits come only when you choose the pure, unsweetened kind, free of artificial additives, containing only what the body truly needs, and nothing more. Fermented soy milk. Strength, balance, and brain health, all packed in 1 glass. As we enter old age, every health-related choice becomes more important than ever, from what we eat, how we move, to how we rest properly. Among these, a simple yet often overlooked choice is the type of milk that elderly people consume daily. Fermented soy milk, not just ordinary soy milk, is one of the most powerful options for older adults because the fermentation process, though subtle, brings a huge difference to the aging body. As age increases, protein is not only necessary but essential. Muscles weaken, bones gradually lose their strength, and the ability to maintain balance diminishes. Fermented soy milk stands out as one of the few plant-based milks that provide complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids the body needs to repair tissue, maintain strength, and support mobility. For older adults facing muscle loss or simply wanting to maintain autonomy and independence in daily life, this milk is not just a drink, but a way of caring for themselves every day. The benefits of fermented soy milk go even deeper. Soy contains isoflavones, powerful plant compounds that gently mimic estrogen. This is especially important for elderly people, particularly postmenopausal women. These natural compounds help protect bone density and have been shown in many studies to support memory and brain health. It is no exaggeration to say that fermented soy milk helps keep bones strong and the brain sharp for longer. Why choose fermented soy milk? Because as we age, the digestive system no longer works as efficiently. The body does not break down food quickly or thoroughly. Fermentation breaks down hard-to-digest components in soy, making it easier for the body to absorb nutrients, while also reducing the risk of bloating and digestive discomfort. Additionally, fermentation adds probiotics, good bacteria for the gut that support the immune system and are even linked to improved mood and sleep. For older adults with high cholesterol or those concerned about heart health, fermented soy milk becomes even more valuable. It contains no cholesterol, very little saturated fat, and compounds that help lower bad LDL cholesterol. A glass of this milk each morning not only helps you stay healthier but also reduces stress on your heart without needing extra medication or worrying about side effects. Finally, there is the pleasant experience this milk provides. You can drink it hot or cold, mix it with coffee, or enjoy it plain. Fermented soy milk has a smooth, creamy texture, is easy to drink, and does not cause stomach heaviness. Gentle on the body, rich in nutrients, and dedicated to supporting the aging process naturally. If you are looking for an even gentler option that protects the heart, boosts eyesight, and does not raise blood sugar, the next milk on the list will be a perfect choice, both subtle and effective. However, there is still one more milk on the list that might surprise you the most. Thick, smooth, warm, and comforting, it is gradually becoming a secret weapon for strong bones, stable mood, and deeper sleep. You may not have expected it, but once you understand its power, you will never look at your fridge the same way again. Let's explore it together. Calcium-Enriched Oat Milk. Gentle care for bones, peace for the heart. There is something truly comforting in a warm glass of oat milk, soft, soothing, pleasantly light, with just enough natural sweetness not to overpower the palate. But beyond that pleasant flavor, calcium-enriched oat milk delivers nutrition perfectly suited to the needs of an aging body, especially for those who seek not only health but also a gentle, supportive way of living. As the years pass, one of the quietest yet greatest risks we face is bone loss. Osteoporosis does not arrive loudly. It silently decreases bone density day by day. A minor fall at age 40 might only leave a bruise, but the same fall at age 70 could cause a fracture, months of recovery, or even worse. This is when oat milk proves its value. With added calcium and vitamin D, oat milk helps rebuild and maintain bone strength, supporting the body in the long fight against deterioration. But oat milk is not only good for bones, it also carries a special power to support the heart and circulatory system. Naturally rich in beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that can bind excess cholesterol and help remove it from the body. This is not just good nutrition, it is cardiovascular protection in every sip. For older adults managing blood pressure, cholesterol, or general heart risks, a glass of oat milk daily can be a small but meaningful act of self-care. There is also another concern: digestion, which increasingly troubles many elderly people. Oat milk is not only lactose-free but also gentle on the digestive tract, making it an excellent choice for those prone to bloating, indigestion, or digestive disorders. The fiber content helps regulate bowel movements and reduce discomfort, an often overlooked issue that greatly affects quality of life. Perhaps the most underrated benefit is the emotional comfort oat milk provides. A warm glass before bedtime can help soothe the nervous system. There is something in its warm, mild sweetness, like a signal to the body saying, "You may rest now." That peace and calm are a restorative medicine just as important as any nutrient. So yes, oat milk may seem modest, but it carries a quiet strength. It nourishes bones, protects the heart, soothes digestion, and restores a sense of calm. But what happens when we combine these small, smart choices daily, meal after meal? In the next part, we will explore the right combinations, starting from the right milk that can slow cellular aging and boost mental clarity well into your 80s and beyond. You won't want to miss it. A better tomorrow starts with a better glass of milk today. At this stage of life, every choice you make, no matter how small, can create a significant difference for your health, energy, and ability to live independently. Something as simple as the type of milk you add to your morning coffee or pair with your cereal can become a supportive companion for your body or quietly weaken you instead. When you learn to avoid unsuitable milks and choose products that truly nourish, you are giving your bones, heart, and brain the care they need to stay healthy and thrive sustainably. This is not about strict restrictions, but a journey of renewal, refreshing yourself from within. A better glass of milk will bring you deeper sleep, easier digestion, and clearer mind. So start with a small but smart step. Your future self will thank you for it. And remember, getting older does not mean becoming weaker. On the contrary, it is a sign of greater wisdom in choosing what should or should not be part of your life. If you find these thoughts meaningful, share them with someone you love. Because health and wisdom become even more precious when shared. These lessons are created to inspire you, helping you live more fully and authentically as yourself. Now, I really want to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you have learned and plan to apply in your life. Let's accompany and support each other on the journey of building better habits and truths for a better life. If you like this video, leave a comment with the number 1. If not, feel free to leave a 0. Your feedback is extremely valuable to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you won't miss the inspiring content ahead. Thank you for joining us. Wishing you a life fully lived in your own unique way.